Well, good evening, race fans. I hope you're having a wonderful night. It is that time once again. Good to see everybody out there. Much love to you. My name is Jason here with Signature Esports. And a pleasure just to have you live and in charge for old fun in the absolute sun. Phoenix International Raceway, IMS, or as they used to call it. It is the legacy version of the Phoenix that we have come to know and come to love, and where the straightaway made sense, which is where the start-finish line is today. We'll go over the race information in just a moment. Here is your starting grid for Week 4 here at Phoenix. Bradley Wilson, who's got 2 wins of the series, looking to cap it off. Again, leads in points coming into today's race, is going to be your pole sitter. Jesse Bunnell is going to be your outside pole sitter. There's Levi McCarty, Kevin Savoy going to make up row number 2. Wolfenbarger's going to have Dirting to his outside row number 3. Joe in that old 33, giving us a good look at some more good paint schemes out there, of course, for the throwback series here. As James Morgan to his outside, Joseph Causey is going to have Anthony Crown over there in row number 5. Clayton Kincard's going to have Matthew Cisna out there in row number 6. Row 7 will be Parker Weekly and Dennis Daly. Grijalva is going to have Douglas Carlson out there in row 8. Actually, it should be Doug Tuttle. We'll have to get that changed over there for Doug. Rich Holland, J.D. McKaylee are going to be there, row number 9. Eric Dillingham is going to have Brandon Pearl out there, row number 10. Bobby Arnett will have Jeff Pless there as well. The RC is going to have a spot in the field, but I don't think that the RC is going to be running. Josh is going to have some fun out there as well. Coulter Jr. And I think Brock is out there RCing as well. So we'll see what's going to happen here. It's going to be a big race. It is one of the bigger races as far as the numbers go. 1 mile in length is the traditional throwback Phoenix, and they're going to run 175 laps. They do have 75% fuel and 1 fast repair. Track temperature at a balmy 100 degrees Fahrenheit. 71 degrees on the air temperature, 19% humidity, cloudy skies with a 5-mile-an-hour wind. The wind's not really going to matter all that much. The cloudy sky, though, is going to fluctuate. That track temperature can keep the heat in on the track for the most part. MCI Graphics and JB's Paint Shop delivering all of the fantastic paints that you see today here on the stream. Folks, for the first time, we're live in, we're all live on, actually not for the first time, being live on 4 different platforms, but the first time we're live on Twitter. So if you haven't followed us over on Twitter, it's twitter.com/ at Real Sig Esports. You can check it out. Look up Signature Esports or Real Sig Esports, because Signature Esports was taken when I made a Twitter account long time ago. So we're live on all 4 platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and of course out there on X, formerly known as Twitter. Joe, good to see you out there. Hey, Mike. Hey, everybody. Let's get another top tier race. Go Bradley Wilson Racing. Go JD, Eric, and Dennis out there on YouTube. Again, folks, make sure you keep the YouTube chat nice and clean for me. We dealt with some stuff last night that I don't want to have to deal with again tonight, so we'll keep it all nice and fun. Green flag here for 175 laps as Wilson leads. 17 of Bunnell there to the outside into the dogleg section. Again, the dogleg has grass on it. It does not now, according to not just the iRacing standard, but of course the NASCAR standard. 17 battles down to the straightaway and crosses the start-finish line. Jesse Bunnell leads lap 1 as the 17 and 43 try to clear each other. That high line can work for a little bit, but you're going to want to. They're going to get into each other a little bit here. 43 up the racetrack into the dogleg section, comes around. It's going to have that 17 in tow. 17 up in that race zone is going to be able to clear. It's going to get down into turn 3. Is going to be making it. Now, this is the traditional turn 3. This is something that we used to call turn 3. 3, basically, the thing is a tri-oval, but a small one. Turn 1 is a flat left-hander that has about 8-degree banking at max at the full front. 3-degree banking on the straightaways into the dogleg, which would be considered turn 2. Turn 3 will be this one right here. Now, they consider this long turn right here to have 2 turns, so we can call it 3 and 4 as they get around to the straightaway here. So that it's the same concept as the new Phoenix International Raceway. These drivers really do put in the effort to make it look easy, but I promise you this is a tough track, and with the setup and the fuel load that they have on right now, drivers are just trying to feel some things out. There is the 97 of Matthew Cisna getting out there with the Ford Performance. John Deere, good old loving it. Anthony Crownover ahead of him as the Fords go to work. There is the 88 of Levi McCarty, 3174 on the iRating, trying to run the outside of the 36. 36 there to the inside. Brooks and a 36 for the little M&M's paint scheme. Do you like it? Oh, 71 drifts up the race line. James Morgan getting tied out the corner. Going to be 3 wide here on quarter exit. As they dig down into the triangle area, 71 getting off the throttle a little bit, having to recollect. You got to get these tires cooled back down to be able to drive this racetrack for a long time. But we'll see what's gonna happen here. Good set of tires for the drivers this week, and it's going to be plenty to be able to make this one happen. Now, one of the big things that we do see is that they're going to run about an average fuel load. We normally see somewhere between 67 and 75 laps on a fuel cycle, on a full 100% fuel load. So we're going to see if any of the drivers can get that close to what this track is going to be able to handle, especially a 1 mile length track. There could be a ton when it comes to the race line. So little flat track here for the drivers. There is the Dark Horizon Fishing legend, the Tabasco Fiasco car there, the number 35. Driving a Toyota in today's field as Rich Holland rolls into the corner. He's going to be up 5 so far. Loves these flat tracks, loves the short track kind of style of racing, and is here to put in some of that time. Here in the number 1 car is going to be off quite a few spots here, off 11th, started 5th, and we've got muscled back just a little bit here, but don't count it out just yet. There's still a lot of racing left to go. Parker Weekly in the number 8 car. Same concept here. Is going to be off of the pace, about 8 spots. I'm sorry, 9 spots as the 22 of Eric Dillingham gets the roundabout of that Toyota. So Toyota, Chevy right there for 21st and 22nd. Jeff Bless, last driver on the lead lap right now, is going to be in that 24 spot. The RC and Joshua Brock both out of the race, not running in today's race as they continue to go. Bunnell has a 3/4 of a second lead here over Bradley Wilson and Kevin Savoy. Joseph Cossey Ronan up 5, Brooks up 1. Levi McCarty's going to be off 3. We'll see if Levi's going to be able to put some more time back into these race cars and get that speed. The average lap time right about now, about 27.9 seconds for the majority of the racers out there. Clayton Kincart fought off pace just a little bit, 28.14 the last time by. Gets the tires below the apron, sees Spicy in the rearview mirror. He's going to be playing catch-up here as they continue to work. Here is your left rear camera. Here's the drop into turn 1. This is what I talk about this car. Being grippy and having a lot of pace. In practice, it seemed like everybody was sliding all over the place, and now that the clouds have come out, it seems like there's a lot of grip on this racetrack, and they're doing less and less of that sliding around. So we'll see what the quarter exit's going to look like here for Rich Holland as they continue to work. There is a look at the outside window. Here's the right front camera, or the overhead camera that NASCAR used to use back in the day. You see Spicy backing up the corner, dropping in. He's going to have exit. He powers up and powers through the exit as he's going to get there to the outside of the 94. Side-by-side racing as they come around. There's Spicy up on the very high side of the racetrack. We'll see if he's going to be able to clear it on the straightaway as the 94 slides up. Second lane exit for the 35 and a clear spot. Going to take up one more spot, up 6 as Clayton Kincart goes off 1 spot so far for the race. A lot of racing still left to go here. 12 of 175. Here's Dennis Daly and the number 90. Rolling the corner, doing a great job. Good to see everybody out there. Much love to you. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button. Thank you, Stryker, for the like. I appreciate you. I know you guys got a race coming up here very soon as well. As one of our sponsors, want to make sure you go check them out. Give a shout out to the wonderful Chop Racing crew. They do sponsor Signature Esports in its entirety. Not just has us call their races, but they have a good spot in our heart. Not only that, but have had a spot in helping us grow. So make sure that you go check them out on their YouTube channel. They're going to have a live stream shortly after this one. And we will be joining in and watching that live stream after our live stream is done. They are running their GT, I think it's the GT3, the GTP series. Some road racing course action, 10 different cars, two different styles of racing, all on a new track, new season for them as well. Speaking of new season, you're going to be able to watch them this Friday as their Cup Series comes back to Signature Esports, and we get a new Next Generation Cup Series season for the drivers out there. Full second lead now as Kevin Savoy tries to track down Jesse Bunnell. 99 there to the outside, big run. As Joseph Cossey is right there on the back bumper of the 99. Now, something about Kevin Savoy, he's got a couple of championships in this series. He's a very fast driver. We've loved watching him in the ARCA series, and I'm glad the Gen 6 series has come to fruition, because I do love this car, and I love what this track has been able to do. It has been time and time again a true form and fashion for everybody. So you got to watch just how talented this driver is. He can get out and run a ton of stuff out there. So make sure that you definitely check him out. Thank you to all of our supporters and followers out there everywhere. Thank you to all the folks who are having fun. Hey, awesome. I appreciate you. We're feeling better. Cody and my youngest Cody, she's doing much better. Still getting over that little bit of a tinge, that leftover cough that you get, that little kids get. She's getting a little over a tinge of that, but for the most part, she's been doing pretty phenomenally. Jess is pretty much fully over what she had, which is the ballistic one, aka the Dylan Gaff. She's not only a moderator, but she's the most important one in my life, next to my daughter. And the kids. Caution comes out for the first time. It's like Doug had an issue, and he is the proverbial hashtag Don't Die Doug. Let's make sure he was good. They do have a fast repair. 75 gets into the throttle, just gets him turned around. As Doug whips it around right here, we'll be backwards on the track, and he'll be good to go. Yeah, we're going to get his name changed in the standings here, because SDK does not have that loaded in for him. So let's change that for him, so he can have that completely put up there correctly. What's up, Alex? Thank you, sir. I appreciate you very much. Much love to you, my friend, and all of the drivers. Yeah. I know. All right, where's Doug? Doug got married not too long ago, so we want to make sure that he's all good to go, and why? Actually, what, a year and a half ago, something like that. Make sure his name changed up in the standings here. Bear with me. Be the 40. What is he? There he is. Yeah, 42. Very good. I wanted to make sure he got scored away on that one. Big special thank you to iRacing. Go to iRacing.com and check out all of their information and what they do. We love seeing what everybody does and all the fantastic streams that everybody puts together. And, iRacing has been kind of the best of the best, and we love to see it. So we got a good message. OG Wilson, if you're out there still listening, absolutely. Discord's going to be the best way. My Discord, of course, because that's where I'm at majority of the time whenever I'm not streaming or whenever I'm not working, those kinds of things. So Bradley loves the racing series. You want to be able to, yeah, absolutely. We'll do that. I will send you a link to the Discord, and I can always invite folks to the Discord as well. Absolutely. I don't mind helping out at all. We do try to help a lot of folks out. So let's create an invite link, and I will throw that over to you. Bam. Absolutely. I don't mind helping. All right, they're going to be side-by-side double file restarts. They went after last week and some of the cautions they've been having, and they made some rule adjustments here. They are going to have double file cautions on the restarts here. Pace cars in, we're going. We're back at it, green flag racing. Here's Bradley Wilson, goes to dig into the corner. 17 there, whoa, bump from the 43, back to the inside. 17 down to the door as they rub and race here. 17 back to the outside. Wilson trying to make some moves early here, be able to get that clean air. They get a little damage on both of the drivers here, as now the 17 can get back to the back bumper. Big crossover, bump and run coming. Possibly, there it is. He's going to get him freed up. 17 up an L there as well. Now Jesse Bunnell, who had a 1.1 second lead getting into this one, has the 17 on the back bumper. Now you see the 17 free up the 43. 17, 43, 18 into the corner. Here comes Joseph Crossy down into the 99 as well. 18 into the corner, 43, side by side with the 18. That's a true bump and run. Both of the drivers did it and executed it very well. And now the outside lane is going to have to be where the 43 goes back to work. Dig in, get your head forward, and drive into the corner as the two Toyotas go side by side. 43, 18, 99 into the corner, 43 with a drive off. Great run right there. That's racing. That's some good racing. How about Rich Holland came in on, did not come in. A lot of drivers decided to come in lap 18. 33 is one of those drivers, so the fuel cycle, the fuel management systems changing up for these drivers. They continue to go. Again, back to it. Manaroo Racing giving us all of the fun. We love to see what everybody's doing. We love to see what our favorite streamers are doing, our favorite content creators are doing. And thank you to iRacing.com for being one of the best platforms for us to figure out a lot of things. 94 Clayton Kincarter to the wall just a little bit back here. Here's a long look at this. I have a lot of tight cams and I have a lot of open view cams, and this is what I call an open view cam. You see 3 wide, corner exit 1, trying to park the middle over there as they come around into the straightaway. Oh, baby, off the wall, 94 doing a great job as Wolfen gets out there. Wolf doing a great job of parking it 3 wide. They're able to make more happen as the 194 still 3 wide, 28 back to the bottom side as the dog road gets pitched, 28 and 1. All of these drivers trying to dig more out of the race line. 1 down side by side with the 28, 3 wide again as the 1 and the 28 dig back into the throttle. 94 goes back a spot. That's probably a good thing. 28 and the 1 hold the corner. Here comes the 12. The Grijalva rolling in, a little snap-on action as the Ford Performance Mustang digs it in as well. Here comes the 3. Likes seeing the 3 work his way to the front. He likes his race car. He likes what he does, and right now he's doing a phenomenal job of looking it right where he needs to. Grijalva and Coulter Jr. 94 there to the outside. 112 side by side now as well. Drivers pushing and leaning on each other. Little net code, little wiggle for both of the drivers can make you nervous, but they're doing a phenomenal job. The battle for the lead slowing up here as most of the drivers dig back out of the corner, doing a great time, having a great time here. That is one of the positives about this racetrack. And now the fall off on this racetrack is about half of a second right now. And a lot of the lap traffic still trying to play catch up here as Anthony Crowdover came in. Some of the drivers who came in did take tires. That's the 36 right here. He came in to take tires. Avon McCarty came in to took tires as well. Holland goes back to 7th. But only 18 lap difference on tires, as a full fuel load is probably going to be the most benefit out of that 18. These tires are gonna wear out over the long haul. And things will start to level off. The drivers who know how to save tires at a short track or at a flatter track like this is going to be just what the doctor ordered. 28 goes around Rich Holland here, who's going to be up 9. As he'll see some of the drivers with the heavier fuel load be able to drive around this racetrack a little bit easier as the tires spark up a little bit. 33 came in and took fuel only, no right sides. Morgan came in and took fuel as well. Grijalva with new tires. You see the 71 to the back bumper. Here comes the 3. 3 down to the bottom. 3 in the 71, pushing a little bit of that extra race line. 71, a little free, but has the straightaway nice and in tow of what Michael Coulter Jr. is doing. Matthew Cisner in the 97 did not take fuel. The tires did not come to pit road. It's going to be dropping a few spots here, but this is over the course of what this haul is going to do. There's another 1 car trying to put a little bit more back into that throttle. 94 up into the mix as well. Came in and took fuel only. A couple of drivers knowing that tires are okay. Kevin Savoy goes back a spot, but Levi McCarty and Brooks Dirty trying to get them, their team trying to get themselves up into that top 5. They're going to be working just fine. 18 and a 36 rolling. 36 on newer tires. You see about 13 lap fresher tires for most of the drivers here. They went back to Green Flag Racing roughly on lap 20, so that is kind of where these drivers put themselves into it. You like it? Good push, good things. Let's go spicy. Hey, I like being on the up and up. That's part of what we have to do here. How about the lead between these two? 17 of the 43 about to be under fire. 43 playing catch up. 17 trying to back off some of the tire. I would only understand that because let's face it, you got some fast drivers back here. They're going to look to put them a lap down very quickly. Levi McCarty's going to be in that 4 spot. They cannot make it on 1 fuel stop. That is just not something that is that's happened here. 2 fuel stops is what it's going to be. And we saw some of the drivers that came out on 18. That is still a fuel stop, but they're still going to have to double pit here. So we'll see who's going to be able to have this race pace. Who comes to the pit road to shake some things up. Some drivers again taking tires, working through the field. Some drivers coming in and taking a whole different look altogether. Here's what your favorite drivers are running. Going to be a Chevy, Toyota, and 2 Fords. They're going to be your top 5, followed by another Toyota. Next Chevy is going to be Michael Coulter Jr. in that 9th spot. 4 Toyotas, 4 Fords, and 2 Chevys up in the top 10. The 33 rolling back here as well. A little heavier fuel load gives you a little bit better time. Here's the best time, or the last times the drivers are running right there. Brandon Pearl off the racetrack. Caution's going to come out, and this is where things get really shaken up, because now we're to the point where they come in now. One more green flag pit stop is going to give them some benefit of possibly making this one a long run. 140 laps left. Second caution of the race as the driver's going to work. I know the timing tower just had an issue there, folks. Let me see if I can get that refreshed, because, you know, SDK problems. All right. You love our SDK problems. Bear with me. We'll get it all figured out. They're coming to pit road. We're going to see what's going to happen here. Everybody comes to pit road. But Levi McCarty and Anthony Crownover. Yeah, it says it's not viewable, so bear with me, folks. We're going to try to do the old live timing trick here. Here's the live timing. And let's get back over here. Exactly what I see on my screen, on my left screen, just so you know. Kind of cool, huh? Still not found. All right, well, we're going to display it then. Occasionally, these things do happen. All righty. That is how it goes. Levi McCarty's going to be a race leader here, as some of the drivers who came in and took tires decided to come in and get fuel. Some of the drivers who did not take tires are going to be leaving pit road. A good spot. Bunnell came in on 35 tires for that driver. So McCarty and Anthony Crownover staying out here. Watch Anthony Crownover have a great battle last night in the Chop Shop Racing Truck Series. We lost by 4/1000th of a second at Indianapolis. That was a great finish to that race. If you haven't checked it out, it's going to be our profile photo out there on the rest of the field, or on the on our what is it called? On our Facebook page. Thanking all the viewers out there. You're all killing it. Thank you so much to all the fine folks. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. We're live on Twitter, of course. X. Find at Real Sig Esports out there as well. Green flag for the second time. We're going. Different tire strategy now as they continue to work. Here's a look at what the drivers are doing. They didn't even check and see what happened there, folks. Well, let me find the caution. I was dealing with, of course, SDK, so bear with me. Want to make sure that you guys see what was happening. It was on the lap. Oh, baby, they're going around. Caution, parking lot. Here they go. The good thing. Actually, did they take away the fast repair? Pretty sure they took away the fast repair. All right, let's go see what happened here. Here's Brandon Pearl on 34. I think the 75 got free off the corner. Just gets sideways. I don't think anybody hit him. Woo, that was close though. That was the first. That was the prior caution. Now back-to-back cautions here as they get rolling. This is where the tire strat is different. Matthew Cisna here as well. This was 3 wide. Watch Bunnell up here. There's Jesse in the 88 and the 12. Here is a look at it. Levi McCarty, 43. Ooh. It's Bradley Wilson here. And this is just probably a corner exit thing. 17 down to the bottom. There's a 17 and the 43, just nowhere to go. Parks it on the back bumper to the 88, did not break, and here comes the 97, the 71, and everybody else behind. That was Matthew Cisna here. Here's a look. 94 free, 97 was there to the outside. There's the 8. Oh. And everybody just try to do their thing. Joe, thank you for the like, sir. Much love. As drivers able to get on the brakes. A lot of drivers able to get on the brakes. AB stopping real quick. Pearl stopping real quick. I think they saw it. When they see the smoke, you just kind of have to back it down as quickly as you can. A great job by a lot of the drivers there getting themselves around the possibility of a headache there. Well, the 88 and the 43 giving a little bump to each other. I think the 88's going to come on pit road. 43, Bradley Wilson's going to be on as well. And we'll see how that progresses. Everybody on pit road. No fast repair, I don't believe. And if you're out there watching, Josh, maybe you can definitely make sure you let me know. I'd love to see it, love to hear it. Tell you what, you folks have been killing it on YouTube, and you're quickly making YouTube one of our favorite platforms out there. And of course, much love to everybody who are out there watching on YouTube. Thank you for the likes out there as well. Please do. It's a free way to support the stream. Please get up there, give it a like. You can. I know that YouTube can see all of the other chats that are coming across the board, and exactly what we'd love to see. And thank you so much to everybody. You folks have been really, really knocking it out of the park. So again, I do apologize about the SDK gaming issue. That's on their web source. Their webhook is just not working like it's supposed to for our OBS platform. So what you're seeing is exactly what's on my screen. So that at least works. But I like to make sure that we have our display capture available for me to be able to do other things instead of that. So that's kind of the difference. So we'll have to maybe I have to just start fresh. I might have to just rebuild all my overlays, reinstall SDK, start fresh, do what I got to do there. You know, all the cool stuff. No. I am going to get rid of the ticker because I want to make sure that iRacing's logo is there and apparent, and we want to make sure they're doing it. All right, we're green. .43 of 175 as they continue to work. Go back to the split as everybody's going to be having a park it just a little different this time. Michael Coulter Jr. up 18 spots there, 3 wide, 94 way up the race line. Now they'll be back to 2 wide as the 94 tries to work the high side once again. The run off the corner is going to go to the advantage of the 94. 3's going to be able to slide up. Here comes the 35 to the inside. Parker Weekly in the middle as well. Kevin Savoy trying to get back to the front here as the drivers go to work. 90 there on the high side. 99 clear. 35 still battling side by side with Parker Weekly. Holland Weekly. Big old full send for the throwback series here. 17 out front. 13's going to be in second. 33 of Joe Turkall is going to be in there in that 4th spot. I'm sorry, that 3rd spot. Big old Wolf up there. How about the fastest lap of the race? Just ran by your race leader, 27.32. A lot of drivers keeping pace at 27.39, 27.38, 27.37. Fossey win a 27.47 as Clayton Pincott holds on to that 94. Well, Larger in that 1. Doing a pretty dang old good job. Oh, Cossey up to the wall. Caution will come out. Joseph Cossey. We'll go back a few spots here. Hopefully nobody, JD into pit road. Hopefully nobody hit him. That was the only thing that I was worried about. Now, he was spinning so violently here. Into the corner. Did he just throttle up too soon? He did. Loose and free. Oh, and just whips. Oh, baby. Blown engine. Oh, everybody trying to slow down. There's the 88. Gets involved as well. Oh, man. Was that the 2? Oh, man, the 2 of McHaley. It's rammed down to pit road there as well. It's just a tough situation to be in. And I mean, right here, the C's have to part very quickly. JD did a great job. Little nose damage, not that big there, so he at least misses pit road, because that would have been, no, he got on pit road. Hopefully they'll clear that black flag, get him back around. So we'll see if any one of these drivers. So Joe having an issue there. Now he's got a blown engine. Hopefully he'll be able to get that fixed and get back out there and run. Fourth caution of the race. Things like this do happen. But you got to get back out there and have a different look at it. 43 coming to pit road. Hopefully he's going to be able to get the car worked on a little bit. There's Brandon Pearl coming around as well. Levi McCarty back on pit road. Hopefully getting the car worked on a little bit. These cars can pretty much be driven as modifieds. It's just there's just a lot here that has to be worked on. There's Doug Tuttle back here trying to get some more things taken care of as well as 42. I mean, the more damage you can get fixed, the better off your car is going to drive in the long haul. So one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to blow the engine. It takes 43 minutes to replace the engine, and they may not have 43 minutes left in this race. So you want to get out there and get as much fixed as you can, be able to drive the car. Sometimes you can get about 8 minutes into it and get things worked on. But it does happen. Thank you to Winston Throwback Series for having us on board again. Normally we have our driver cams. I didn't see anybody join the driver cams, so we didn't put them up today. But Beef Jerky Unlimited gives us our driver cams. And you got to go to beefjerkyunlimited.com and get yourself some beef jerky today. I recommend that they have a bundle that you can get, that you get a whole bunch of different types of beef jerky, and it's a good price for what you get. They definitely give you a good chunk of it. So go check them out, beefjerkyunlimited.com. I'm gonna have I've got me a little video I've created I want to put up, so we're gonna probably, I think I might do that on TikTok or on Twitter, one of the two. We'll figure it out. Maybe put up a reel for it. I don't know. We'll figure out what we're gonna do with it, but I've made some cool stuff. I recommend the spicy ones if you can. Green flag, we're back at it here as the 1 and the 36 go to work. And here comes Garrett Wolfenbarger there. Going to clear the 36 and does so with ease. 36 at a wall tap there. 94 of Clayton Kencott runs to the middle portion here. We're going to be 125 laps left here very soon. Here comes Kevin Savoy. Some drivers possibly coming in trying to track down some fuel. And maybe try to make this on one more pit stop, which is very much a reasonable asking of these cars, and that would be a good thing. 35 for the majority of the drivers, 40 and 46 for some of the other ones. Coulter Jr. coming around is going to be at 12 and continue to work. How about J.D. McHaley giving a good look at what perseverance is going to be as the 22 could have a little bit of radiator damage, but I doubt it. The car still looks pretty swell. He came in on 35. We'll see if he's going to be able to keep it clean here. Right side, well tapped through just a little bit. 43 to the inside. Bradley Wilson, 46 seconds on pit road, meaning he got a little of that damage taken care of. He's going to try to make that car drive a little bit better. 75 of Brandon Pearl back there as well. Wolfenbarger out front has Dirting in that second spot. Clayton Kencott and a Ford. Has Kevin Savoy and a Ford with a Toyota back to the outside. Toyota's trying to storm forward. Here comes the 35 of Rich Holland. Holland runs his fastest lap of the race. It is faster than every driver in front of him. 27.59. James Morgan putting a little bit more work in as well. 27.60. Dennis Daly into 90 up 6. Sees some heavy traffic behind. Bunnell trying to roll forward. 27.52 for his last lap. There's Dennis Daly right there. Here comes Anthony Crownover as well. 17.28 trying to pounce on the 90. Braking zone a little bit different here for the inputs as the 90 rolls the outside. Big look into the corner as they go. There's a whole lot of defending that can happen on this second lane. This track wears accordingly. Way up the race line, back down, can carry straightaway speed. That was just a late break there. That got him right where he's at. Here comes Joseph Grijalva. Grijalva, the Mr. The Badness, drops into the corner here. 12:28 rolls the corner. 3 to the underside of the 90. Here they come. They are new tires, new fuel strategy, and moving forward. And right now, Kevin Savoy trying to work his way back to the front here. Up 1 from the start of the race. And they are all battling through attrition as they go. 55 of 175. I need to take a quick drink real quick, folks, before I start coughing in your faces. Be right back. Look over ahead of the 94 to the 99. Had a little scratch a little bit in the throat there. I didn't want to start coughing real heavily and not stop. I was trying to catch myself there. So thank you, everybody, for being out there. Much love to you. About 4 drivers out of the race, including your race controller, and, of course, Brock's out there as well. Tuttle's going to be 7 laps down, but not on the give-up moment. You don't ever give up. That's what I'm sure. As we'll see these drivers go to work. Let's check in on the biggest of hashtags that we've, I think the second biggest, because hashtag spicy was kind of the big one. And there for a hot minute, we were gaming it with Doug for the longest time. So we go hashtag don't die Doug. We want to see him finish this race. This is going to be in that 97. The first driver off the lead lap would be the guy looking for a lucky dog here. If you can keep the car clean, that is going to be one of the big issues that you have to really push out here. The 93 of Jeff Bless having a better race as he just kind of rides for a little bit and utilize some of that knowledge and that strategy. 23.92 I-rated driver, really putting in a good lap times. Bobby Arnett is going to be here in the 13.53. The 13.53 I-rated driver drive a little Big K action. Somebody else ran the Big K paint scheme last time, and I can't remember who that was. Is it Coulter Jr. down on the bottom side? He's losing a few spots here. Still up 8. We did see some smoke just a little while ago, so maybe, hopefully, Coulter's going to be all right. 97 there to the outside. Cisna trying to get around to 3. Oh, little inside damage for Coulter. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing some left side damage for that driver. We'll have to see if that's gonna really hurt his chances here. Or maybe just take some time. How about it? Top 3 all within a blanket. Actually, the top 5 almost within top 5 within a good blanket here. 35 way up the race line. Crownover down to the bottom side. The Virginia natives go back and forth here. 28-35. A little bit of newer tire for some of them. Spicy try to roll that mid lane down to the bottom side, have a low line exit. And this is where Spicy benefits from the short track expertise. He's one of the drivers that, caution comes out here. Did hear that when Coulter Jr. involved, as we'll take a look and see. Here is the 3. Wraps in 26. Gets into the corner of the 3. And that's what I was talking about. Bobby Arnett gets into him as the track will go around. The 93 will be able to squeeze past the 3 here. As Bobby Arnett was just a little bit on pace here, but this isn't not how you drop in the corner. The 3 goes to get into the corner the way he's supposed to, and the 26 was just carrying a little bit more speed, gets out and puts himself in some unimaginable spots. No black flag, sweet. No, JD is okay. No, let's go Coulter strong. I love it out there. Thank you very much. That's what you get for thinking you can be on the same track. You can be on the same track with these guys. You got this. Everybody's got this. This is a really tough track, and I don't want to not give this track any justice, because this track, even today with the open dog leg, is one of the toughest tracks out there. It is a ton of fun to drive, and everybody out there is battling for every position that they have. But just bear in mind that this is a very tough track. And even back in the day, it was a tough track. The setup is going to free you up very, very late in the run. With as many cars are out there running right now, the track temperature goes up, and because of the cloud cover, keeps the heat in the tires, keeps the heat in the track, and you try to shoot for gaps, and you don't realize that you're going to be out of the throttle just as much as you're in the throttle on this race line. So it races fast, it races very heavy, and right now it's all about that base. All about that base. It's a great racetrack, though. People have asked me, do I prefer the new or the old version of Phoenix? ISM is what I prefer. I actually prefer the grass. I prefer the ability to not have to worry about 5 wide against the wall below me and people shooting up the racetrack with so much speed they can't clear turn 1. So the open dog leg's is not what I'm not a real fan of that, but I do like this track quite a bit. I like the turns. I like the getting into the throttle and managing the throttle. So this is a great racetrack. So I do drive these tracks, folks. I do absolutely drive these tracks. Speaking of tracks to drive, I got to get out and make sure that our setup is going to work for tomorrow for the Chicago Street Course for our Signature Esports Truck Series, which will be live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and now Twitter, aka X, however you wanna call it. And we'll be live at all 4 platforms there as well. Try to build our following. We want to make sure everybody can find us as many spots, as many places as possible, because I really feel like these drivers deserve all the recognition that they can get. So I will go, if they said I could go live on the moon, I'd be live on the moon. That's a real story there. These drivers deserve all the shout outs and all the recognition they can get. All right, and so do you folks for being here. Every one of these drivers deserve the support of everybody. Jasper, thank you for liking the stream. Much love. Do I want a Moses setup? Oh, Robin. Yeah, get it. Don't leave it all. It's don't leave it all. You got this. It'll be fine. You got this. Green flag again. Nah. You're good. You're good. You got this. How about it? The chaos is going to look fun. Winner exit 12 to the outside. Crinover still leads here over Kevin Savoy. Two and 3 wide. Crossover moves. A lot of dangerous action happening right here in the middle of the racetrack within your top 10. But don't count out anybody back here. Everybody has a chance. Here comes the 97, the 88, the 2. There's the 26 of Bobby Arnett. This back on the lead lap here, so a good job of waiting for that lucky dog, able to get through that one. Back on the lead lap as now Matt can get out there and put some time in. This is this is definitely one of the cars that I will always say that I will truly miss on the platform as one that is there every week. And because this is what we wait. I started with a car tomorrow, and then it went right into this car whenever I joined the service. And so this is where I cut my A license teeth with. I love it. Bunnell, 27.29, fastest lap of the race. Garrett Wolf and Barger's going to be back here in that second spot, able to get around Anthony Crownover. Crownover running a 27.99. Not much he can do there as far as tire strat, changing some things up here. Kevin Savoy dropping, and so is Brooks Dirting. He comes around 27.49. Little drop off right there, but that's fine. He's going to be able to push out a little bit more. Bradley Wilson, 27.43 behind the 28 of Crownover. Got to move forward. Here comes Spicy. Morgan and Spicy have been side by side for the longest time here as Rich Holland tries to make it work. 71 backs the corner up. 12 right there as well. Grijalva on some older tires. 71 is trying to take the inside lane on the 12 and might be able to do it. We'll see as the 35 will shoot to the outside. They're 3 wide, 12 in the middle. Spicy way up the racetrack. Clears both drivers. Gets the better benefit there as now Morgan will try to drop into the inside of Grijalva. Grijalva up 5. And again, a reminder, tire strats are everything. And we're going to be 100 laps to go here very soon. See a couple of cautions early. This has been a good race so far. A lot of battling each lap. Here comes Josh and the 5. 5 to the inside of the 12. 12 will battle back. He will make you earn it. That is part of his strat. That's part of what he does. He's going to race you as clean as he can, but sometimes that clean means he's going to be door-to-door with you. 5 clear, 75 to the inside. 75 very close to putting the 12 into the wall. Did put him into the wall. Little bump from the 75 of Brandon Pearl as Grijalva gets doored a little bit. The 90, he's getting beat up down there. Grijalva will only put up with so much. Run him clean. He'll run you clean. You don't need to door him. As a whole bunch of Fords look at it. Levi McCarty in 17th. There's Jeff Pless right behind him. A lot of the drivers just trying to run their race lines. Here's the 94 of Clayton Kenkart. There's still a lot left to go here. Jesse Bunnell out front. Wolfenbarger's in second. Wilson in third. As the drivers go to work, Bradley Wilson still looking for his 3rd win on the series in as many weeks, 4 weeks of racing so far as we continue to go. Eric, you can run with these guys any day of the week. Any day of the week, I promise you. Regardless of what anybody says, you got this, man. Don't even worry about it. And something that we have started to do in our Discord there, folks, is we've started to bring on drivers and bring them on as a team so that they can work together with development and fundamentals and stuff like that. So if anybody is interested in that, we have a lot of people out there. Highline Race Team has been shooting up there with us as well. We've set up Garage 61 and some telemetry stuff that we've been working on as well. You can track your laps with the team. You can also get out there and maybe find some folks to run officials with, which is where. And I hate to say it, league races are always better, in my opinion, than official racing. However, you got to cut your teeth and you got to get yourself. There's a 43 in the back bumper of the 1. It's a little free there, a little arrow free as they get into the corner. But the officials are where you cut your teeth. The officials are where you build your I rating and build your experience with strangers, so that way you get comfortable running around these leagues. And we're only 4 or 5 weeks into this series. It is week 4 at Phoenix. It's going to be a long season, a lot to learn, and these cars are tough, man. These cars are tough. So keep those things out there, and we want to work with everybody. We want to make sure that everybody enjoys racing on the simulator, because that's what this is about. Bunnell backs the corner up 78-175, keeping everybody close. There's the 43 and the 1, closing the distance down now just a little bit as the tires wear on. Anthony Crownover has been able to level off the tires now. He's closing the gap here when it comes to tire wear. Spicy up to 6th. Biggest move of the race is going to be the 5. Maybe giving a big old, hey, how you doing? I'm up 15. And having a good run so far. Has Anthony Crownover in his sights. Crownover in the 28. Drifts high on the race line. I wouldn't consider myself an esports organization if it weren't for the fact that we want to grow people. We want to be the best of the best of the best of the best. Sure. If you know that movie, then we can be friends. Brooks in fourth. Cossey right behind. There's a 36 and the 18. Alternate numbers here. Working their half numbers. Teammates, I'm sure. There's a 35. Still rolls. It's James. He and James Morgan have been so close to each other here. The Toyota and that Chevy have been looking awfully fun. They get into turn one. Spicy runs the lower lane. They get into three. 35 runs high. 71 shoots the gap. 35 crosses down second lane. Car to the inside. 35 is going to have the outside. May back the tires off a little bit. We'll see. 35 is going to run the second lane. 71 double brakes. That's one of the things you have to do. You're out of the gas more than you're in the gas. As both the drivers free off the corner. You see the 71 get just as free as the 35. And that is exactly the same braking zone that they both were in. And one of the things that you see out of that is that there's a bump right there at a turn one that will upset the car. And the 35 trying to drive away from the 71 now. But a good little battle between the two. About 0.3 of a second difference here as they've continued to push the boundaries of their cars as the battle box heats up for them. Right bottom of your screen, Holland and Morgan, about a 0.2 of a second difference. Bunnell has a 1.1 second lead over the one of Wolfenbarger as we see Wilson closing in right there to the back bumper. Little tire saving strat. They have been really battling just as hard as any of the other drivers you see out there. Holland and Morgan doing such great things as the one rolls the outside. 43 might try to shoot the inside here. We'll see the drive off for both of the drivers as they come around to the straightaway. 43 shoots, goes to second. But for how long can the one back the corner up and run that corner again the same way? It's going to double back, double brake. Preload the corner, gets himself out. There's a bump. That's that bump right there. It shakes just a little bit. It shakes the front bumper just a little bit. As you'll see as they get into 43, slides the corner just a little bit there. So maybe a little extra tire to wear out of this. And I think that's one of the things that we're seeing out of this car. He's going to close in the gap a little bit. But watch this bump. They come around out of one. On this car, you'll see the camera shake just a little bit. Boom, right there. As they dig out of the corner. It is an absolute killer race line. 1.7 second difference here between Wilson and Bunnell, who continues to have that clean air. When we get lap traffic out here, here's another overhead look down the straightaway. This is the old front straightaway. Watch the one behind. You'll see the bump right about here. And yeah, you'll see it, and they'll shake free just a little bit here to the throttle. Crazy to think that is part of what you see. Wolfenbarger here, 0.8 of a second difference here between the 1 and the 36 as they continue to push. 3 second gap between he and the race leader, Spicy. Trying to turn it on just a little bit. 4 seconds between he and Cossey in front of him. Morgan and Spicy have been duking it out right now, falling just about 7.3 seconds back. And Anthony Crownover leveling off the tires. Goes back on the long run race strat, 88 of 75. All right, they're going to do their thing. We're going to sit and relax. You folks tell me how it is out there and what you guys know. We're going to throw it on exciting so you can see what these drivers are doing. Because how awesome is it? And I will be right back with you as we go to work and I fix some things. We are back under caution. Here's a look at what just happened. There's the 26th and the 3. Oh, how about some net code? And then Coulter was waiting. Oh, he resets. Let's see what happened here. Oh. 5 locks up the tires. Did he downshift? Something happened to the 5 there. I'm not quite sure, but Coulter runs side by side with the 26 there. There's a 26 way up the race line. 3 on corner exit. A little racing deal. Provide a little bit of net code. And 17 doing a great job to avoid that. We're still not clear of a green flag pit stop. They're going to have to still do it. Big special thank you to all the folks out there that were watching on our on the coolest platform, the newest coolest platform out there. I'm going to move the Mission 22 logo a little bit down here because that's what we do. Rob, thank you very much for the like, sir. Much love to you. Appreciate you. Oh, our alerts are way off. Hold on. Brought back the other alerts, which I like. I like those ones too. Main alerts. I like these alerts. I really do. Let me show you again. Bam! Yeah. They kind of fit, don't they? Haley Chance, subscribe. That one still works. Yeah. All right, cool. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, I encourage you to do so. You can watch our live streams going forward. As long as it continues to be viable, we'll do it. I don't know how gaming streams do on Twitter. I don't know how iRacing broadcasts do on Twitter, but I figured it was worth the try. You know, just more eyes, more timing. Don't even really care about monetization. Just I care more about the exposure for these folks. All right, Bradley Wilson, Jesse Bunnell. Wilson, the restart behind Bunnell once again. Jesse has had the long run race pace to keep these drivers in check. It'll be 17:43, the 90, and the 1. Dennis Daly jumping some time here, taking right sides only. McHaley, I think, took right sides only as well. It makes sense based on the lap times. Might have taken fuel only. I don't know. Dennis Daly coming back to pit road here. We'll see. McHaley is going to be up there on the outside, so we'll see what's going to happen there. I do believe Bobby Arnett was going to be your lucky dog there, I think. I think Doug was. I don't know. I'm looking. It's like Doug might still be. I might have to wait for the cycle here. Coulter Jr. is going to be out of the race, which is a shame. He's having a great race. No, Doug was your lucky dog there. So, Doug now 7 laps down to 6. We'll see the 17 and the 43. 43 is going to be putting himself way out there. You definitely do not want to pass their leader unless he came out as leader. I'm trying to look here. I don't think so. Bunnell, Wilson, green flag. Chevy's on the inside, Toyota's on the outside. There's a lone Ford back there as well. 17:43 side by side. 17 with the drive off, Bree off the corner. Gonna have to go back to work. Dirty air as now the 36 rolls the corner. 43 out front. Brad Wilson leads here. 96 of 175. 17 has been the class of the field. Now run down the racetrack. Gonna have to get to the back bumper of the 1. Has to know that he's got the long run race pace here. He just has to be able to get himself around these cars at a certain point in this early going. So we'll see if Bradley Wilson tries to go a little bit hard here or tries to hold the race line off. 17 over the course of a long haul has gained 1.4, 1.5 seconds on the field, and so it's been curious. And right now, the 17 trying to find a way around the 1. Wilson going harder than everybody else, 27.17, fastest lap of the race, and trying to put a lot of distance between he and Jesse Bunnell as Garrett Wolfenbarger holds the outside lane. 17 now has some warmed up tires. We'll try to go to work here. Free off corner. Wolfenbarger trying to hold back on the 17 as the battle for second looks as such. Here comes new tires in the back here as well. Anthony Crownover holding on. The 5, who had issues earlier. It's the middle portion of this lane. The 2, the 75, there's the 71. New tires, old tires. Levi McCarty back here. This is battle for 16th and 17th. 18 drivers on the lead lap. Bobby Arnett, one of the drivers looking to get back on the lead lap now, would take a lucky dog if a caution were to come out like it just happened. As we see the field get parked in turn 1 again. Tuttle and McKaylee involved. 88 gives a bump to the 42. Frees up the 42. And the 42 goes around. McKaylee gets some damage as well. As Tuttle, 6 laps down there, gets, I don't know what the appropriate thing is here, but this looked like there was a bump there. 42 was there to the inside. 88 trying to clear, backs off the 42. 88 has to break out of the corner because of the 75. Now the 88 on a run with the 2. The 2 on older tires, a bump from the 88, and Doug just loses it in the corner. Gets sent. Man, oh man. Let's go in the cockpit view here. They got bumped a little bit there. Trying to see the reaction here. I thought he had it saved for half a second, like a split second there. It looked like he had it saved. A little bump right here. And right there, it straightens his wheel out. Just a little bit. So right, here comes the bump, right? Bump. Gets it free, and the car straightens up right here. Bloop. And then he just goes back and forth, saws the wheel. Bam. It is Phoenix. It does happen. It is a long race. It is a long race. It's one of those races that you see. It happens. Long race. 175 laps around this racetrack. It's a long race. 175 miles. Which might be one of the longer races they have. We'll have to take a look. Thank you, folks, for all the likes out there. Of course, make sure that you do so. Make sure you like. Make sure you follow. Hit the notification bell. Let you know when we go live so you don't miss any content. And that we can support all the drivers and all the sim racers that are out there, all the gaming content. We have our new YouTube channel that is going to start being flooded with content here very soon. And that is our second YouTube channel will be Signature Gaming out there. We'll be posting videos in our Discord and on our social media about that again. Yeah, definitely make sure you follow. Definitely make sure that you do what you do, because you guys are awesome. Thank you for all the likes and the reactions and the cool stuff. I have been keeping our following and our comment settings. Bryant, thank you. The best broadcasting on earth. I'm doing all right, sir. Thank you. Good luck, says Dean out there an hour ago. Do apologize about missing comments on Facebook. I don't know why they didn't show up on the Restream service. And if they did, I missed them. No, I did miss them, so that's my bad. I apologize about that. I did miss them. I missed them in the Restream check because YouTube was blowing it up. That's why what's going on out there. But yeah, and I missed. Thank you to the Twitter folks out there as well. Thank you to all you fine folks. You're all wonderful animals, wonderful human beings, wonderful, 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 wonderful fine individuals. Whatever you decide to be, you're awesome. Well, thank you so much. I did thank everybody watching out there on Twitter as well. You guys are more than welcome to chat it up out there. People are not used to it, so they're kind of flickering in and out. Kind of cool. All right, here we go. Back at it. Green again. 17 with the back bumper. One gets a good restart there. And Wolfenbarger to the outside. Here comes the 43 back to the inside. The one is clear. Bumper's not quite clear yet. We'll see if the speed carries the inside. 43 drops the corner. Going to carry heavy speed in the corner. The one's going to have the exit, though. If he can hold on to it. Holland having an issue. Holland on the bottom side of the racetrack. Spicy slow. Something happened there. Hold on. Far chase. Corner. 97. Oh, he's a little free, but the 97 did get to the back bumper of him, help him around a little bit. Caution will come out here. Brandon Pearl, Kincart involved. Spicy. We'll catch back up some of the drivers here. The 75, the 12, and the 94. The 12 of Grijalva had the outside lane there. He was up near the wall. Here's the 94. 12 in the corner. Big check up from the 12. Had to check hard up into the wall. Still there to the outside. 94 there as well. 12 all the way down to the bottom of the race line. The 94 didn't know the 12 was there. Or, yeah. Man, oh man. The 12 got back into the throttle, utilized the correct race line, was there to the outside. And the 94 just didn't know he was that close and was not clear. So the 94 will come around, spin it back around as drivers go back to work. And 8th caution of the race. I will say the restarts have been really clean, and it's been good to see. I think that's a big improvement of what we've seen over the last couple of weeks. We've had races in the last couple of weeks that have seen some cautions, and that's okay. You know, you gotta get these drivers used to driving around each other once again. A lot of them used to drive around each other, but they've been taking a lot of time off. Their season ended 6 months ago, something like that, 7 months ago. And so they haven't really seen each other in a hot minute. So not indicative of the league and the racing. Just some racing incidents. That's what's going on here. Just some racing incidents. Nothing egregious. Nothing wrong with what they're doing. Just truly racing incidents. It'll be the 1 and the 43 here. And Bunnell trying to get himself back out front. He's led the most laps so far today. Try to work on what he has got going on. Wolfenbarger's going to be out front. There's Wilson in second. Bunnell in third. Dirting's going to be in fourth. Brownover in fifth. Cossy's going to be in sixth. Kevin Savoy. Joshua Aby's going to be there in eighth. And Savoy right in front of him. Disney's going to be in ninth. Rebounding from a lap down a few short laps ago. Grijalva's going to be in 10th. James Morgan in 11th. Arnett in 12th. Rich Holland back here in 13th. Anybody's race so far. Right now, Levi McCarty does find himself sitting here in that 19th spot. I believe Tuttle's going to be out of the race. Coulter's out of the race. Turkle, Parker Weekly, all of these drivers out of the race. We'll see what everybody's doing. Levi McCarty back to pit road. No fast repairs in the series. They did have fast repairs before, but they decided to take them out because of the once you give a fast repair, you give somebody a chance to just say, hey, let's send it. Martin giving shout outs out there to Robin. Hello, Robin. Our Mission 22 stamp right there is because we support Mission 22. If you don't know what Mission 22 is, and where have you been? Elder Heart Inc. Is the parent company of that. And the website's mission22.com. You can check them out. Mission 22 provides support to veterans and their families when they need it most right now. Through a comprehensive approach of outreach, events, and programs, they're there to promote long-term wellness and sustainable growth to veterans and their families. They are absolutely killer. And if you want to help out with that and our progress with that, you go to our Twitch channel. Instead of hitting subscribe, you hit donate. It's under the same button. It's a big purple button that you'll see on that if you're on your website. Green flag again. We are raising $100 for them. That's all we need to raise. 43 to 1, side by side to 17. Trying to back up the corner. 1 back to the inside. 17 on the long run. It's going to be there. 3 wide. Back to 2. And 3 again. And back to 2. 17 clears the corner. And now tries to go after the 43 of Wilson. 2 by 2 again. 136-18. They just didn't have the restart they needed. Wolfenbarger, I do believe, has the better car. Bunnell on the hunt, though. Brooks in the 32, the 36. Wolfenbarger right there, side by side, corner. Dog leg, big run. This is a closed dog leg, and we love to see it. Right now, the Toyota's trying to run the outside. Here comes that 99 on the inside. 36-1. Wilson, Bunnell. Wilson into the Toyota. The Chevy trying to close back down that half second. James Morgan, fastest lap of his race, 27.54. Getting personal bests. Here comes Spicy into 35. Up 5 so far. A lot of drivers neck and neck here. 28 of Anthony Crownover pushing it to the inside. Competing for a top 10 spot. Here's the 28.99 side by side. 71 pushing as well. Here's the rest of your field. A lot of drivers out of the race. It's going to be the file and basically from 21st out right now. Maybe a couple of drivers ahead of that as well. As Tuttle will be the last driver off of that circuit. So 19 drivers on the lead lap. And right now, it is a game of cat and mouse. 60 laps to go this time by 116 being completed. As Levi McCarty tries to battle back here as well. Brandon Pearl on the inside with the 75-88. The Gen 6 Ford Mustangs putting a little bit of time in here. This is a pretty Ford-heavy league as well. And some of the Toyotas getting... I don't know if the Toyotas are just getting some benefit here, because the Toyotas... I know this is a quote-unquote fixed setup. We're seeing a lot of the Chevys out of the place here. A whole lot of Fords. Did you guys change the setup to benefit the Fords and the Toyotas? Just saying. Totally kidding. I would never be serious about that. Half second of distance here for Bunnell and Wilson. Drivers pushing here, 117 and 175. Wilson out front. It's hold on exciting, so I can fix what I was trying to fix earlier. I'll be right back. Keep watching, keep listening. They're kicking it. They're kicking butts. Sorry about that, folks. I'm coughing in my mic. Maybe. Oh, there's a wall back there outside. Rahalva, 71, trying to defend the line here. Very free off the corner for Morgan. As the 28 tries to roll in the corner. I wanted to look at what was just going on back there with Rahalva. It was right over back to the outside. 28's going to try to clear here. 71 rolls the corner again. See some smoke out there. Smoke, there's fire. 28 trying to clear the 71 to be on the straightaway. 71 there to try to keep the lane. I believe the 28 should have it out of turn one here. We'll see. 71 will run the bottom side, run it close, run it tight. Gonna be there. Here's Grijalva back here, who got into the wall just a moment ago on 121. I wanted to take a look here. This was what just happened down on the rumble strip. Digs the corner, digs the corner, digs the corner, digs the corner. Break, 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 break. We believe the 5 may have helped this situation right here. Again, backing up the corner, 12 into the corner here. This was that battle. Wanted to see what happened right here to the 12. Oh, he didn't hit the wall there. Maybe right here. Yeah, oh yeah, punted him right there. Unfortunate. Able to minimize the damage though, so that's at least good. That's what it's just difference in braking zones. Those things do happen. How about we look up front here? You see the race lead between Bradley Wilson and Bunnell. Jesse Bunnell in the 17. Bunnell able to run the bottom side, clearing some time here. Again, the long run belongs to the 17. It's the driver who's been the best in the long run, and we're under 50 laps to go now. 48 this time by. And they've been putting in a lot of good effort here at Phoenix. Good race line. Fossey trying to go around. How about the Wolfenbarger gets punted there by the 36 a little bit. Looks like Brooks trying to get up into the race line. Now the one fighting back. Now Wolfenbarger might have just a little bigger push on the tire right now. One's free off corner, 99 there as well. Here comes Kevin Savoy. So the Toyota's working the front line here. Bradley Wilson, 0.2 of a second difference now as the 17 looks to get to the back bumper once again. 17 in tow. Right there on the back bumper is going to have the race line here. 128 to 75. They will have to come to pit road at least one more time. I don't think they can make it on fuel. That's just not a possibility. I do think. I've seen these things on a 100% fuel load for the 1 miler just because of how much they're on and off the gas, how much throttle they have to do. Clayton Kenkart, and that is not what Bunnell wants to see. Clayton Kenkart having an issue. The 94 right here. Free off corner exit. Gets sideways, locks it down. And just when Jesse Bunnell gets on the long haul, Bradley Wilson will have another chance here. And anything I was saying about fuel and tire, throw it out the window. They're all coming in for a fresh set and some fuel. 6 sets of tires. You know they're coming in. You know they're going to be taking fuel. You know that's exactly what they want to look at. Bunnell's going to have to be a little bit stronger on the restart here, and it again does have the long run speed and was catching Bradley Wilson and probably would have passed him had this thing ran green a little bit longer, but not the case. So Bunnell's going to have to maximize his pit stop here for the 43 and the 17. Everybody on pit road. Rule is 3 in, 2 out, so make sure that you are all the way to the right until you're 3 away. And everybody trying to maximize their pit strategy here. They come around the dogleg section, which is how pit road is still currently today. Big stop for the 17. They both stop identical. Let's see who gets the race off pit road here, as we'll see right here. Right sides for the drivers. That number 1 pit stall is going to be the advantage, as we'll see. Yep. Anthony Crownover take right sides only and win the race off pit road. Bradley Wilson will come out second. Bunnell will restart behind Anthony Crownover, which can be a disadvantage on the older tires. So Anthony Crownover coming in. I do believe he's going to come back in. Sorry, Anthony, if I gave away your secret. He might not have checked his tires by accident. Yeah, that's not a place you want to be, sitting up front on that older tire. But that might have just been what happened there. So Anthony doing his thing. Levi McCarty's going to be out of the race. Jeff Pless here. Brandon Pearl out of the race as well. Trying to see what happened to Brandon Pearl, because he stopped earlier right at this caution. And now Levi's going to be out of the race as well. Here's what happened to Brandon Pearl. Brandon Pearl in the 75 coming around. He just lock it down too quickly? I think he did. That's all it was. Oh, really locked it down. I think he was waiting for people. He was waiting for the 88 of Levi McCarty. Oh, and he just smacks into Levi McCarty there. What in the world, man? All right, I don't know what's going on the racetrack, and I'm probably missing some context here, but don't do it. How did surgery go? Yes, how did surgery go? We want to know. Please tell us. Tell us. I didn't know you were having surgery. I would have given you some well wishes. I'd have said, hey, how are you? Yeah, Crownover coming in taking tires. I think that was something he needed to do there. Biggest move of the race right now. The 5 is going to be sitting in 4th here. I'm sorry, sitting in 5th here. As he's going to be up 18 for Hall on the outside. Here's Rich Holland in the 8th spot back here. 43, 17, 18, 1, 5, 12, 71, 97. There's a 35 and a 90 up there. As the battle rages on. 9th caution, green flag. 41 laps to go. 17 pushes the outside. Inside lane not as strong this time. Not clear for the 43, but he's going to slide it anyway. 17 back to the inside. 43 just needs to survive, as we have 17 drivers here. 17 up to the door of the 43. Back to the corner. 17, 43. Side by side again. Little netcode bump. 17 there to send the corner. Caution again. 43 is scored your race leader. Morgan, Dirting, Cisna, Morgan, all involved here. 71 free. Morgan gets free, turns it into the corner. And then 36, the 97, 26 able to get around there. That's Bobby Arnett. Snapped loose. But Bradley Wilson will be your race leader still, as the caution comes out in the wrong part of the corner for Jesse Bunnell. And now we're down to 15. Morgan coming to pit road. It's going to have to come to pit road. That car is pretty well ticking right now. So that car worked on here. Surgery went totally fine. Good. All right, applying to some stuff. Perfect. All right. Let's see. Let it be. Much love. Thank you for the reactions out there as well. Thank you for the more likes. I appreciate the likes there on all the platforms, of course, especially on YouTube. The interaction is amazing. Thank you so much. If you haven't done so, it's a free way to support the stream besides subscribing and hitting the notification bell or following or however you want to have it deemed out there. Make sure you just get out there and do that. It does support the stream and supports these drivers, supports us. You know, I know that there's ads on YouTube about every 15 minutes, I do believe. So I do apologize about that, but you know, the leagues, they only pay me so much. So we got to make a little bit. We don't make that much. Believe it or not, you know, it's not that it's good. It's decent, you know, but it's literally not like, it's nothing to write home about. Like, I can't retire my parents for it. You know, I would love to be able to retire my mom and my stepdad. That'd be awesome. If this ever came to it, to the point where I could make enough to retire my mom and my stepdad, I would totally do it. I've got my own family. You know, I'm in my 40s, but it'd still be cool. My mom's in her 60s. It'd be awesome to be able to be like, all right, Mom, you don't have to work anymore. Because she probably still would work. It's just who she is. But maybe one day. You know what I mean? All right, we're going. We're green. 17 with a great restart there. That was great timing. And right now, the one, tightens the corner. Oh, the 43 takes the nose off the 17 just a little bit there. That's hard racing. I wouldn't even call it bad. I just call it hard racing. 17 drops back into the corner. Going to take the corner to the inside. It's going to bump up the 43s, showing the displeasure. 43 free, one back to the inside. You bump somebody or you take the nose off of somebody, you got to expect you're going to get raced the same way. You know, it's still cool, and he's got time. 5 down to the bottom. Green flag run now. But don't count out Wilson just yet. He's still got a fast car. He's ready to go back to third. Keep an eye on him. And keep an eye on Wolfenbarger here. And you know that they're getting antsier because they're pushing harder now. Fastest laps ran by some of the drivers right now. Wolfenbarger just ran his fastest lap of the race. 27.18. Again, its fastest lap of the race ran is by Bradley Wilson at 27.17. Bunnell just ran his fastest lap of the race, 27.25. Bunnell, of course, has had the long run car. And as they come around and make it 37 laps to go, every one of these drivers are pushing. How about a 27.16 for Bunnell, who says, I'll see it. Your 1, 2, 3 drivers, 17.43, and the one all separated by 1/100th of a second when it comes to their fastest lap. Here's the best time for the track right there. You see it, 27.16, 27.17, 27.18. That's your fastest laps by your top 3. And you know, Wilson is he's going to be trying here. He's got about 30 laps to do something. 30-31 this time by. For the 17, they get around the tri-oval area, and you'll see just how much of this track they try to chew up. 43 there to the second lane. Bunnell has an extra set of tires. I'm sure Wilson probably does as well. We'll see. Cossey in the 18 trying to roll. How about Grijalva inside the top 5? Kevin Savoy started 4th, is still off 2. Trying to make some things happen here. Here comes AB, runs his fastest lap of the race, 27.54. Dennis Daly rolling it as well. Spicey back up 5, trying to roll that corner. His last lap, 27.77. Giving him tires and fuel. Watch the chaos happen a little bit. He has enough time here to be able to make some things happen on the long run. And check out and make sure his car's not damaged. It's one of the things I wanted to see here. Maybe some right. I don't think he has any right. I like checking in on my friend. He's all right. He looks okay. He looks fit. That's fine. That's fine. How about that Tabasco brand? Yeah. So we call him Spicy. Speaking of which, you've probably seen this logo a time or two. That one right there, the old Dark Horizon Fishing logo. Right there in the middle of your screen. That one. That one. Wait, hold on. That one. Make sure you check out Spicy on his Facebook page, Dark Horizon Fishing. And book him for your guided fishing tour out there in the Chesapeake Bay area. He will take you out, show you a good time, think or two about fishing, because that's what he does. Mick Haley in front of Spicy here, the number 2. Putting a little more time into the corner. Again, Spicy does like his short tracks, and I love it. I love seeing him get out there and put some time in. I bet your biggest move of the race, this driver right here. I think Grijalva having to come to pit road here. His right front having an issue. 17. Rolling right now, has a 71 in the corner. 71 of James Morgan off the lead lap, runs the high side. Morgan runs right there with the race leaders. Morgan's going to be 10 laps down. Grijalva sits in 14. 17 rolls the bottom again. Little wall tap there. Bradley Wilson within 4/10 of a second here. It's the 43 free off corner. Just a little bit, able to save it off the wall. At a 1 and 2, that bump really gets you. Right now, we'll see what these corners are going to bring. How about Cossey and the 1 getting a little bumper to bumper action there. This is a battle for 3rd. The podium's starting to heat up. McHaley, these Spicy go to the outside. JD McHaley down the straightaway, trying to get a little bit more out of that car. Again, pushing it forward. Dave, thank you very much. Mr. Thomas, how are you doing? I still love your name. It reminds me of my childhood. And I'm pretty sure you know why, but, you know. MCI Graphics on Trading Paints. That's Michael Coulter Jr. He and JB's Paint Shop do a lot of these paints. Make these cars look snazzy and fantastic. And, you know, that's one of the great things about having a throwback series is that every paint out here is from the 98 to 2000 era. One of the best times you're going to be able to see here when it comes to iRacing content. And, you know, I mean, the Winston Throwback Series in the ARCA days, which is what they started with me, was just a ton of fun. The ARCA car, though, went through a Gen 4 update, and they introduced the Gen 4 car and kind of changed the dynamic of the race line. 18 to the back bumper of the one. It's going to free him up here. Ooh, baby. Hold on to it. One almost into the wall there. 18 runs him tight. Wolfenbarger trying to battle back here. He's going to be able to back into the throttle as the 18 will push it up near the wall. One back to third. This is what's great about this racetrack. This version of this racetrack, you can defend both corners, and now the 18 is going to clear the pass as the one will be able to do to the 18 what he did to him. I think they're both pretty level right now, and we'll see. Now Bradley Wilson trying to close in some of that gap that you see, pushed a little harder into the corner. His braking getting a little bit more dicey into the corner. You see the run he is getting, trying to preload the corner. And if you preload the corner, you find yourself having more of that runoff. Watch turn one. This is the straightaway here. Bradley Wilson trying to preload the corner and dig the corner as hard as he can. Trying to close in some of that gap. This time, not as much. Able to get the low line exit. There's the 94th Kincart, who's going to be a lap down. 43 into the wall now, as maybe burned up the tires a little bit here, getting them very hot. Bunnell is one of the best when it comes to long run here. We saw that earlier, and great to see that he's pushing it here. How about Kevin Savoy trying to get himself back around and catch back up to these top three? He's had a top five car all night. Started fourth in the race, and now trying to put himself back on the mix. How about Spicy inside the top 10? Ian J.D. McKaylee had a great time battling, but McKaylee having a great time just holding on to what he's got. This is a tough racetrack, it really is. Jeff Pless, I told you earlier, this guy was not done, and he's been able to just kind of keep himself clean, keep the car clean. Tries to finish with a 0X, and he's up 13 spots. Trying to track down AB as Crownover does the same thing. Crownover, 2.2 second difference here as he had to go back to pit road. I think he forgot to check his tires. Right now, Wilson, 1.1 second and falling to the 17. 17, 43, 18. We're going to be 17 laps to go. Cossey's going to be in third. Wolfenbarger's going to be in fourth. Kevin Savoy in fifth. And a late race caution here does not benefit anyone inside the top five other than just trying to duke it out and race it out. Anyone who has saved any kind of tire, you're going to see them trying to work on it. 35, trying to battle for ninth. 11.3 seconds with some clean air. Arnett, the last driver on the lead lap. Bobby Arnett in the 26, 13:53 I-rated driver, putting on a show, trying to continue to be on the lead lap. Nothing wrong with it, as he's got about 7 seconds between he and the number 2. 2:35 rolling forward ahead of him. Jeff Pless in the 93 up to take the line away from the 35. The Toyotas going side by side. There's the 94 of Clayton Kincart to the bottom side here. Still digging as hard as he can. Still a lap down. James Morgan 10 laps down. Morgan still out there trying to run that 71. Gets into the race line. Going to still be in 14th. We'll haul that on pit road. Getting more of the car worked out. Bradley Wilson in that 2 spot. 1.5 seconds. And a valiant effort. I talked about Bunnell having a long run race pace. Rossi doing the same thing. Is closing down a little bit here to the driver in front of him. He's about a tenth faster than Bradley Wilson. So he's doing it 28.29 for Wilson, 28.21 for Cossey. So a chance here with 14 laps to go. If he can string together some laps here, it'd be just fine. Kevin Savoy faster than the one car in front of him. The 99 with a possibility of a pole if he can get around and clear for the next 13 laps. A little free for the 99. You saw the tire lock up there, left front tire lock it up as they got around. And I'm looking at the brakes heat up on the one car. If this was nighttime, you'd see those things glowing. I can see them glowing. That braking zone ever so slightly Wonder if we can get we probably could here. Let's get a brake cam. That's what we're gonna do. How about this? Don't prove me wrong. They're not going to glow now. Maybe not as on the brake as you would think. Oh, look free. I heard that. Normally you see these things heavy on the brakes and they start to glow. I wonder if this camera doesn't make them glow. Because they should be glowing. They're glowing right here. Look at it. You can see them. They're a little orange. Hey, look. They're glowing there. But they're not glowing on the calipers aren't glowing on that camera. That's weird. Whatever, it happens. 2-second lead for Wilson. Cossey trying to close back in. Wilson has the points lead coming into the series here. One of the things I wanted to pull up real quick again one more time, so bear with me. All right, 8 laps to go. Let's go through your field. Let's check on everybody. But Bobby Arnett, I'm pretty proud of that guy. Get him still on the lead lap. Putting in some lap times. Got some time to play with. Jeff Pless trying to catch up to JD McHaley as McHaley holds on to the 10 spot here. JD picked up the spot here over Jeff Pless. Then Jeff went back to 11. So JD hold on to that 9/10 of a second lead, trying to catch up to Spicy here. Spicy rolls the corner. The different race line for Spicy. He likes to use the high entry, low exit, able to carry out some speed, similar to what he does at Richmond. It's what I've seen him do time and time again. Dennis Daly's going to be in 8th here. Whoa, 28 of Crown over on the bottom side. Slides the corner. Come on, Anthony. Excuse me, 6 laps to go. No. I think he just got free. I think he did. This is turn 1. Locks it down, locks it down, locks it down. Oh, he did. Just got free. Great save. It sucks, though. I'm a fan of Anthony. I'm a fan of them all, but we like Anthony. So back to 11th goes Crown over. 5 laps to go to before this time by. 2.8 second lead. How about Cossey trying to close back in the distance as well? 18 to the 43. 18 with a long run race pace as well. Kevin Savoy trying to get around the 1. Is finally going to have that turn. Can he clear the 1? Not quite yet. Had to muscle his way there. As Wolfenbarger goes back to 5th. About Josh Avey here. He has been the quiet guy all race long. Bradley Wilson, your pole sitter, sees the 18 to the inside. 18 to the 43. 18 has the better race line here right now, but Wilson able to find, he's finding an extra groove here, but I think he's holding up the 18. 3 laps to go. The 18 backs the corner off. And I don't think you would want to just ride 43 very free. And you see the bump back there, gets them all loose. That's a crazy bump, it really is. As we see, Jesse Bunnell gets around the 26. It's going to be Bobby Arnett going a lap down. 3 laps to go to be 2 this time by, as Wilson and Cossey you see the 18 carries the dirty air. 43 pulls ahead here. Maybe the 18 just kind of riding. 2 to go. The white flag will wave this time by Jesse Bunnell in the 17, looking for that win. A big W for him as he was able to hold on to the long run race pace. A flat track gives him the advantage, and a great look throughout as the 17 comes home. Will knock it out of the park, and needed this one. Bunnell gets the victory here, first win of the series. Bradley Wilson will come home second. Cossie will come home third. Joseph sits third in points. Wilson leads in points coming into today's race. But look out now. When we watched Jesse get on a run in the past, he got on the run in the past and he was able to win a couple in a row. So we'll see him. As soon as you see Kevin Savoy win too, Savoy will definitely have, when he catches fire, he's going to catch fire. So 17 gets the victory here. Let's take a look at your race results. Of course, courtesy, that's the wrong one. Courtesy of, you guys out there. Thank you very much for everybody being out there. 17 gets the victory. Wilson in second. The 18 of Joseph Cossie in third. Kevin Savoy will finish in fourth. Wolfenbarger's going to be in fifth. A.B. Daly, Holland, McKaylee, Jeff Pless, your top 10. Crownover will finish in 11th. Arnett, Kencott, Morgan, Brahalba, your top 15. 36, 97, 88 is going to be your top 18 drivers. We'll move down the rest of them for you as we go back to it and knock it out of the park. What a good time that was. Great time. Thank you to Brock and the other RC who was out there. I don't know who it was, but thank you. Hey, big shout out to you. Getting out there, put some time in. Knocking it out of the park. We're going to change to the helmets here until I can get those vehicles moved up. Let's go talk to him. Oh, Jesse, hop into the room. I know you're there. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Whoop, I got to move some logos. Hold on. Back up in the top corner. And this one. No. Sponsors. Yeah. And this one. Yeah. I'm moving things on the fly. It happens. Where's Bunnell? Come on, Jesse. I'll put in the waiting room. Let's talk to you. Let me talk to you. Oh, AJ Stevens was your race controller. So thank you, AJ. I see him down there now. There he is, race winner. 17 comes home. I tell you what, man, you had the longest run race pace that I've seen out of any Phoenix car in a hot minute since these things were on Phoenix back in the 3 years ago, whenever we were still running them. Talk to me about this race. You and Brad had a knockdown, drag out fight there for a hot minute.
Yeah, we did, man. I really didn't like to race that way. Felt like he roughed me up a little bit there at the beginning, and I just let him know that I wasn't happy about it. And I feel like the rest of the racing that we did together was just hard racing, man. We didn't knock each other off the racetrack. We just moved each other around a little bit there, and everyone kept the fenders pointed in the right direction, and we both had a good night.
I watched you both give bump and runs, and it was fun. It was incredible to watch it. And when I was like, that's classic. He gave you a bump and had a little run on you, and then you turned around and did it back to him, whatever you needed to get around him, and it was crazy to see. He had real quick speed early on, but did you kind of know that you had that long run speed and you were going to be able to get back around him?
Yeah, I mean, once I was out front there at the beginning for a while, and I was just kind of trying to maintain a gap. So I really didn't know how much I had. And then, doing different pit cycles and stuff, I got in the back, well, not in the back, but I got behind a few of them and changed the way the car drove. And I knew that he was fast. He's fast every week. And that one kind of long run we had there when I was really running him down after about 20 laps, it seemed like.
Mhm.
I knew if we could have a longer run towards the end that I was going to be fine, and it just it worked out that way.
Tell you what, man, it was a great time and absolutely a fantastic race tonight. Anthony says, of course, Mr. Crownover says, congrats to you. He's like, dumb mistakes and bad luck for you tonight. Jason, hey, you know what? You did make 1,000 passes, and that's okay. Crownover, I appreciate you. Normally, you're up there running in the top 5 with Jesse and having a good time. That's for darn sure. But Jesse, man, this thing was cool, man. This was we had a few cautions today, but they were all racing things. Like it wasn't just they had a couple drivers get free, but for the most part, it was just tough racing. And tonight seemed like it was a much better night as far as the drive goes.
Well, I'll tell you what, I knew this, looking at the calendar, I knew that this race was going to be pretty good from the fact that the motors are opened up and you gotta use the brake pedal and lift off the gas, which we haven't had much of the first part of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the cream rises to the top when you gotta use all 4 limbs to drive these things instead of just your right foot. So I think it felt like it was a pretty good race. I'll go back and watch it, but I feel like it was a good broadcast. And by the way, it's great to talk to you again. It's been forever. So I'm glad to talk to you again. And just gotta say thanks to everybody, Josh and all the guys putting on the league. This thing is dynamite this year. We got a lot of good drivers in here. Competition level's gone way up. Gotta thank my teammates, Spicy and Kevin, who's my rival. It seemed like all these years, him and I are teamed up now, and it helps us both, I believe, and we're having a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. I love coming out here on Wednesday nights and hanging out for a few hours with my buddies.
I think one of the things I spoke about, and I will hold it true, is that when you and Kevin catch fire, you guys become tough to beat. I know we're gonna have a week. We're gonna take next week off and come back for Auto Club. It's gonna be good to see what you guys do. So enjoy your vacation. Hopefully you get some practice in, and I look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks.
Appreciate it, man. I want to say hi to Mom and Amanda if she's watching, and my Aunt Lisa. I know they're probably watching tonight, so I want to say hi to them and thank you. I appreciate what you do.
Always. That's the 17 Jesse Bunnell. Tell Hot Tubs we say hello over here as well, and all your family, of course. We always love seeing your family out there.
You got it, brother. Thank you very much.
Wait, that it comes from the. I'm telling you, folks, I would never have learned about that nickname if it didn't come because of the Better Halves race that we did, which is still cool. We need to do another one.
So, we do, man. We do. She asked me about that from time to time, but yeah, that's funny. That's a great nickname, and I'll tell her. She might be watching, so she probably heard you. But if not, I'll tell her you said that.
It's because of Marquis, right?
That's right, Marquis Hot Tub.
That's right. That's what it. See, I do have a good memory from time to time, even though I feel like I need ginkgo biloba every day.
Great memory.
All right, brother. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
All right, later.
At 17 comes home in victory lane. Let's talk to the 43 who had a great battle all race long, bumping and banging, getting free, getting dicey. Turn 1. We watched you guys sail across turn to the exit of turn 1 there, where that big bump was. You and Joseph back and forth, giving each other some good time there at the end as well. Able to hold on to second, keeping the 18 at bay at the end of that one. Tell me, this one, it looked like you were having some fun out there.
Oh, it was a blast. Car felt really good really early, but that wreck that I caused by accident kind of killed it a little bit, but it was still fun to get back up there and run really hard with everyone.
Tell you what, you and Jesse can lean on each other, and that's probably one of the coolest things that I get to watch up here, is watching you drivers get out there and put noses to bumpers and vice versa, and be able to tempt the iRacing gods with a little bump and run, or a little, trying to lean on each other. And he said that he felt like you leaned on him a little hard, so he leaned on you back, and you guys just raced respectfully after that.
We definitely were running the hell out of each other. That last pass, I think it could have been just a little bit cleaner, but overall, I think he was the fastest driver here today, so I'm not taking anything away from him.
Oh no, you both were quick. Yeah, at one point he only beat your fastest lap by like one thousandth of a second. So it was like literally, 47.160 or 47.17. But if I went back and I looked at it, it was probably like, I can probably tell you, like, you guys were quick and quick on the short run. He did more backing up the corner early in the early run. I'm looking, we're showing everybody. Yeah, so you ran a 46.12. Yeah, 11 one hundredths of a second. So forgive me on that one. You ran a 27.162 and you ran a 27.171. Like, that's fast. In a light fuel Gen 6 car.
It definitely felt really fast there. Because he had the longer run line than I did, and he just pulled away.
I tell you what, you did everything right. You're still leading points, so that'll be everything that you want to see moving forward. Plus, you get the pole award, of course. We're going to take a couple of weeks off. We got Auto Club coming up. What do you think about that one?
Not usually that great at the big tracks, almost like a super speedway, but you got to lift. But I guess we'll get a little practice in and see what we can pull out.
I think it'll be a good time. I'm probably going to talk to you again, but I'm not going to knock on wood because the last time I did that, or I'm probably going to knock on wood now. Here, let's do that. Knock on some big wood. Last time that I called top threes for drivers, they had a bad week, so I'm not going to do that for you. The commentator's curse. It's a terrible thing. But it's going to be, I think it'll be a good time. All right, Brad, give a shout outs, man. Good P2 finish here today.
You for broadcasting this, Josh Proctor putting it on, all the admins for admin this. It's been a lot of fun. Everyone for racing really clean, hard. It was a lot of fun. Shenandoah Shine. And yeah, I mean, everyone for here watching, always a blast to go back and watch the broadcast.
It's going to be, this one will be fun. You'll like this one. You guys got a lot of almost sticky moments, but it was a ton of fun to watch you guys navigate that. All right, brother, we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Make sure you do something for Valentine's Day for whoever you got out there. Okay.
The only thing I got is my dog's birthday.
That's perfect. That's even, hey, they don't complain. Well, if they do, they give you that look.
Yeah, they get the eyes.
The eyes.
I can really tell.
All right, brother. Well, make sure you get a big bone for your dog.
I'm definitely going to.
That is Brad Wilson. Congratulations once again, my man.
Thank you.
43 comes home P2. And last but not least, let's go talk to the 18 who had the long run car just as well. Just kind of came out of there. Man, what did you need to get around Brad there? I know at the tail end of this one, you're there, and it just seemed like it was either put a bumper to him and pass him, or just kind of ride.
I kind of blew. I wouldn't say blew my shot, but I would say I kind of cooked my tires there at the end. A couple of laps near the end, like I wasn't like I found a little something, and I was able to, I was trying to teardrop the corners, and I found a little speed doing that, and then just there at the end when we were pushing real hard and he was pushing real hard, I just kind of cooked my tires there near the end, and I just leveled off, and I couldn't get to him.
You know what? I mean, that's not a bad job getting to that point. 15 laps to go. You know what I mean? So it just seemed like you guys were.
Oh, I reeled him in quite well.
I know you did. I was like, here he goes. I'm like, there's a shot. I mean, I knew there was a shot. You were kind of battling there with the one and a couple other people kind of hanging around there as well. And, and then all of a sudden here comes that speed. And I'm like, oh, there's a shot here. He could get second. And, it just, I was like, man, was it the dirty air? Was it, the bump out of turn one? I saw when I saw you,
thing.
I was going to say, when I saw you two pirouette together a little bit late in the run, I was like, no, they're both loose.
we were both hanging it out. We were trying our damnedest, both of us, to stay ahead of one another. And I was just trying to get to him. I couldn't get to him. And I blew my chance when I started spinning up the tires more than what I should. And after that happened, it was overdone.
Well, you know what? Not a bad deal when it comes to how the race kind of works out here. And you finished third. And we know that Auto Club's coming up in 2 weeks. You guys are going to take next week off. You got plans for the old Valentine's week, or are you going to just watch some racing?
Watch some racing. See what the wife wants to do. We don't. Yeah.
Oh, I know. I got mine next week. So we will definitely give everybody the time. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a good race. It's gonna be a good time next week, or not next week, in 2 weeks. Auto Club is a fun track, especially in these cars. They do rip the high line pretty well. So, but you do kind of have to back up your corner quite a bit. So as much as you think you're on the throttle at Auto Club, it's similar to here. It will you're off the throttle more than you think you are.
Oh, my bad. I was
You're good.
being interrupted. So,
You're good. No, it happens. No. We listen to the background. I do. I get. So the way my desk is set up, I stare at the door to see when my wife needs me. So,
she's messing with me right now.
Well, I'm going to let you get to her. Give you shout outs, man. You got a P3 finish tonight. And make sure you thank her last but not least, because that's the most important. You save the best for last.
Yeah, I'll thank you to the broadcast. Thank you to everybody who puts together the show. I've been part of the admin group here as well, so we've been trying to get the show a little bit better, make for better racing. Hopefully tonight was a little bit better, looked a little bit better, and hopefully 2 weeks from now it'll look even better.
I think it's already improvement from last week. Even though we had a few cautions, it was all mostly racing deals. I think that's the big thing here. So, probably just some things to just retouch on with a couple of drivers. You know, holding your brakes when you wreck, those kinds of things. I know it's harder. It's easier said than done for a lot of cases, but you know, there's some situations that you kind of have to lock it down and just hold it there until some things get worked out. But all right, brother. Well, we will see you. Yeah, you did thank your wife, right? I did make that.
Yeah, thank her for letting me always do this.
There you go. There it is. Now it's public. It's public information. Joe, much love, man. We'll see. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Appreciate it.
That's 18 P3. We'll let him have at his job, folks. Thank you so much to everybody out there, Joe. We'll be back next week. 2 weeks, folks. 2 weeks. We're going to be off next week. We'll be back in a couple of weeks. Thank you to everybody out there. Thank you so much to all the new platforms, all the new subscribers, all the new likes, all the new followers out there. Please make sure you do give us a follow on all the platforms. Biggest mover of the race, of course, is the number 5 up 18 spots, knocking it out of the park. Jeff Pless up 12. Spicy and J.D. McHaley up 9. So is Bobby Arnett. Excuse me, there was a little gnat in my face because of my was it a gnat or a fly? We have flies already. Oh, it is warm enough for a fly, so I guess we probably have a fly coming through our window. I have a window open upstairs because it's 65 degrees outside. It's crazy. It's supposed to be the winter time, but you know. But now gets the victory. 17 comes home. First win of the series. Again, Brad Wilson still leads in points coming through this one, so we'll see how this one works out. Congratulations to the drivers. Winston Throwback Series will be back next week. Or I'm sorry, in 2 weeks. Tomorrow, we have our race. We have our race going on next week. Tomorrow for the Chicago Street Course here for Signature Esports. So tune into that. It's going to be a quick race, 45 laps. It's a 2-mile length track. It'll be a quick race, and everything will be easy. So be good, be safe, be kind to one another. Make sure you again reach up at that like button for me. Goes along with the sports stream. Thank you so much. We will see you in the next one. Peace.